As a child of the 90s, I think I've probably spent more time in front of a mirror practicing my karate skills more than I should probably be admitting on YouTube.
I studied karate for a long time.
If, like me, you get a certain rush whenever you happen upon a Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan film, then why not give these 5 underrated martial arts films a chop?
Judo chop!
You suck, you jackass!
Number 5, Azumi. I remember back in the day, I had a couple of friends who saw this film at South by Southwest, and they rubbed it in my face for years. Probably because it was almost impossible to find this film. My, how times have changed. And who has the last laugh now, as I've probably seen this movie 5 different times.
Nerd alert.
So Azumi's a bloody brilliant action flick that tells the tale of a young female assassin who slices her way through feudal Japan's warlords. This is a stylish, ultra-violent movie, and it doesn't shy away from showing the consequences when Azumi's blade meets flesh. With its gorgeous visuals and uncompromising brutality, Azumi's a cracking good time for those of us starved for some proper, no-nonsense action entertainment. Number 4, Kiss of the Dragon. Speaking of no nonsense, Kiss of the Dragon is very much that kind of movie. There was a short period of time in the early aughts when Jet Li was as ubiquitous as air, and Kiss of the Dragon, at least to me, remains one of his better ventures in his young Hollywood, I said Hollywood, career. Kiss of the Dragon is an action thriller that delivers exactly what it promises. Jet Li kicking ass in the most spectacular ways possible. The plot? Who cares? It's all about the bone-crunching, high-flying martial arts that Lee executes with surgical precision in this flick. Bridget Fonda does add a nice gritty touch as a down-and-out prostitute, and Chiki Cario is delightfully over the top as the villain. It's raw, it's brutal, and it's a damn good time. This is one of those films where you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the carnage. Number 3, The Villainess. This movie has some moments that are reminiscent of the 2015 film Hardcore Henry, but it outdoes them in every way, respectively. The Villainess is a bloody masterpiece of action cinema that grabs you by the throat from the first frame and never lets go. This is a South Korean gem that delivers some of the most jaw-dropping, adrenaline-pumping action sequences you'll ever see. It also features a motorbike sword fight that puts Hollywood to shame. Kim Ok-bin, I think that's how you pronounce it, is phenomenal as the relentless assassin Suk-hee, bringing both ferocity and depth to her role. Sure, the plot is a bit convoluted, but who cares when the action is this spectacular? Seriously, if you're a fan of balls-to-the-wall action films with some unbelievable fight choreography, do what you can to check this one out. You won't regret it. Number 2, The Night Comes for Us. With the overly saturated original Netflix film library, The Night Comes for Us is a fantastic buried gem in the plethora of options. The Night Comes for Us is an absolute blood-soaked masterpiece that makes Hollywood action look like a game of flag football. This Indonesian gem delivers relentless, bone-crunching action with a level of brutality that's both shocking and exhilarating. Joe Taslim and the Raid's Iko Uwais are phenomenal, turning every fight scene into a symphony of violence. Sure, the plot's a little thin and it leans into the melodrama at times, but I think this has to be one of the best Netflix original movies ever. This certainly isn't a sanitized cookie-cutter action flick, so if you're in the market for something raw, over the top, and relentless, sit back and enjoy some of the most brutal, inventive fight scenes you'll ever see. Number 1, Unleashed. Jet Li again, huh? Duh. Unleashed is a hidden gem that combines brutal martial arts with a surprisingly deep drama. Jet Li delivers, in my opinion, the performance of his career as Danny, a man raised to be a human attack dog by a vicious loan shark played brilliantly by Bob Hoskins. The fight scenes choreographed by the legendary Yuan Wu Ping are raw and intense, showcasing Li's ferocity. Morgan Freeman, who's great in everything, adds a touch of class as the blind piano tuner who helps Danny rediscover his humanity. This is a gritty, emotional roller coaster that stands out in Li's filmography. And outside of the stellar cast, this movie has a raw, emotional core that really resonates. I hadn't seen this since its theatrical release almost 20 years ago, but I think it's aged wonderfully, and it really showcases why Jet Li was the action star he was for a hot minute. Also, Bob Hoskins is one of the most underrated actors of his generation, in my opinion, and it was so great to see what an unbelievable sleazeball he plays in this film. So if you're looking for something in this realm, be sure to give this one a spin, as it is a fantastic movie that's just criminally overlooked. So that's going to wrap up this week's episode, and I thank you very much for checking out what I have to say. If you like my recommendations and watching these stupid little videos, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Pass it on to a friend. I'd really appreciate it. Getting close to 10,000 subs. So let me throw it to you guys. What are some of your favorite under-the-radar martial arts films? What do you think about any or all of these films? Hit me up in the comments and let me know. And as always, the opinions in this video are mine and mine alone. But what do I know? I'm but a mere jackass. I'll try to do better next time. Catch you later, friends.
That talks too much. I'm just a jackass of all trades. Don't know shit. I'll keep on talking, acting like I'm so legit. From politics to sports, I'm